Hello everyone. How are you guys doing? Happy Monday. Welcome to my first out of the 3 Facebook Live. So I've decided to hold a 3-day online self-love event. And today's topic that I am going to be talking about is going to be how to heal your toxic relationship with food as well as yourself. So before I begin, do let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me. Let me know who's watching. Somehow Facebook must have changed the algorithm, so I can no longer see who's watching these videos. But say hello. How are you? Day 36 of the lockdown, I believe. How are you guys doing? I'm just going to allow a couple more minutes for people to join. This is going to be an amazing, really, truly inspiring topic, I believe, for many of you. Lockdown has been a time where some people are thriving, some people are struggling, some people are struggling to cook and prepare their meals. Others are, thriving in this sort of time where you really get to spend some time on yourself, really see what is going on inside about your thoughts, reevaluating your life as well. So I've been contacted by quite a few clients telling me that in the times of stress, in the times of where things are a little bit out of our control, they tend to reach out for the wrong foods. And the subject that I'm so passionate about, and this is really sort of the core of my work, is looking at how emotions affect your health, how emotions affect your cravings, how emotions can affect and manifest themselves in different various skin as well as gut disorders. So this is what I specialize in. And just before I go into the topic, a little bit about me. So I am a skin and gut health coach, and I specialize in using nutrition, theta healing, which is an energy healing modality, as well as coaching to help people overcome chronic skin and gut health issues, as well as struggling to release any excess weight. So this is sort of like my agenda that I absolutely love, I'm passionate about, and I love helping people with. I can see more people join. Say hello, say hi. Who's watching? Unfortunately, I cannot see who's joined the video, so I might be able to actually see your comments. Let me just see, but not yet. So just say hello, where you from? Yeah, so today's topic, without further ado, how to heal your toxic relationship with food and yourself. So it often really starts with, how we treat ourselves, how we look after ourselves, how we nourish ourselves, both with food as well as thoughts, beliefs, actions. And what we will be discussing today is how there are common energetic blocks to healing, as well as physical blocks. So we've got 2 different type of blocks, physical as well as emotional. What is muscle testing? So this is an amazing tool that I usually use with my private coaching clients to test some of their subconscious limiting beliefs, and I'll speak about those in a second. And also, what as spiritual beings in human body, what we can do and how we can overcome these challenges. So first of all, what are the common energetic blocks that I believe all of us tend to store in our bodies subconsciously? And if you think of conscious and subconscious mind, conscious mind, if you imagine an iceberg, conscious mind is really what's at the top of the water, that little sort of iceberg showing. But the actual power of the iceberg is beneath, which is the 90%. And this is how our mind, our brain functions. We only really operate with the 10% of the conscious mind, 90% of the beliefs, all the habits, all the memories is locked in the subconscious mind. So this is the mind that can sometimes self-sabotage us, that can stop us from achieving our health goals, can drive us through really challenging food cravings that we sometimes don't understand why. And just going to touch very briefly, for those of you who are watching live as well as replay, there is a special gift for you all at the end of this live that you'll be able to claim. I won't mention anything about it just yet, so you need to stay till the end. It's going to be a beautiful free gift that I believe is going to transform your life amazingly. So, what are those common energetic blocks are? So stress, we at the moment we live in such uncertain times. Some people feel okay with that, some people remain calm, some people get stressed, then they get sick, and the whole sort of fear-driven agenda is going on around everywhere. So that feeling of stress, that feeling of anxiety, those feelings that we cannot really control until we realize how we can control them, they tend to remain in our body, in our energetic field. And when the area that they are often show themselves as is the skin, as well as gut health issues. So skin is our largest organ of the body. This is sort of where the true physical, emotional, spiritual, as well as physical, spiritual, emotional, and mental health shows on the skin. And gut is where we digest the information, where we learn how to trust our intuition, when we learn how to trust our inner voice and trust ourselves in those uncertain times. So, often what I see as a nutritionist and as a holistic health coach, the most common symptoms and health issues that do show up when these emotions get stuck is weight gain. That's one end of the spectrum. Anorexia, bulimia could be the other end of the spectrum. So you either overindulge in food and you don't know how to process these emotions, how to process food in a healthy way. And anorexia and bulimia is where you actually start fearing food. So this is where you are so afraid of the food, so afraid of the nourishment that comes from food, that your body is actually rejecting the nutrients, rejecting the food that you're consuming. Another symptoms, very common symptoms, are food intolerances and food allergies. And until I became a nutritionist, I actually didn't realize that allergies can be healed. Food sensitivities can be healed as well. It only really takes an understanding of why they appear in the first place, how they can be tracked to the moment of creation and released. And this is something I'm going to mention about muscle testing in a second, and theta healing, which is one of the modalities I use. Physical blocks, moving on to the physical blocks. So this is why I love combining nutrition, energy healing, and coaching, is because obviously, yes, we do consume certain foods on daily basis, and how our body digests them, how our body absorbs the nutrients will either contribute to us thriving or creating blocks, congestion, constipation, buildup of toxins. And it is really crucial that we address these two things at the same time. In my previous Facebook Live, if you haven't watched it already, I spoke about the 3 most common mistakes that my clients and many other clients, before they actually come and see me, they unconsciously make. So I really encourage you to watch it. But knowing what food serves you, how to deal with those blocks, and how to combine the two is an absolute game changer. When you combine nutrition and when you start bringing awareness to how you feel, why you feel the certain way, and why you crave certain foods, that is absolutely going to speed up your journey to healing, speed up your journey to manifesting an amazing health, and much, much more in your life as well. So what is muscle testing? Muscle testing is a really cool device. It's actually sort of a device, a tool that I use. It comes from applied kinesiology. So it's a way of testing your body in finding limiting beliefs in your subconscious mind and changing them to empowering beliefs. So remember when I mentioned about this iceberg, where 10% of our operating system is the conscious mind, mind, and then 90% is the subconscious mind. So this is where majority of our limiting beliefs are stored. And you may have come across affirmations in order, having to repeat them 30 times a day for 30 days, or having to write them down 30 times on a paper. Who has got time for that? I believe hugely in affirmations because they are amazing, but there are much quicker tools that you can actually try and test and see, how much quicker your body will respond to these. Let me just quickly pause for 1 second. I'm going to turn the screen around to see if there are any. Oh, hold on. It actually tells me that I cannot return. Can I turn my phone? So unfortunately, I can't see any of your comments, but I promise that I will get to them at the very end of this live. So yeah, muscle testing is really the quickest tool to test the response of your body and see what your subconscious mind believes to be true and what your subconscious mind believes to be not true, and how to then you can change it. Usually it requires obviously either a qualified theta healing practitioner like myself, but once you become a theta healing student, you can also start healing yourself, which is an amazing thing. The most important thing when you do muscle testing, and I'll show you in a second how it's done, how you can test yourself for limiting beliefs, is that you stay hydrated. So I can see 2 more people joined the live. If you want to see how muscle testing works in finding limiting beliefs about health that are stopping you from having amazing skin, pain-free, bloat-free gut, as well as releasing excess weight with ease, then grab yourself a glass of water and join me as soon as possible. So I'm going to have some water as well. Water is the key. They say we're 70 to 80% of water. So the moment you're dehydrated, that's when your body starts lacking energy. That's where things do not flow smoothly. So in order to do muscle testing, what you need to do, so I'm going to demonstrate that standing up what you need to do is that I'm going to do that, standing sideways. I'm going to show you, if you make sure that you put your legs hip width apart and just relax your body. You can also close your eyes so that your mind doesn't interfere. Sorry guys, I'm just demonstrating muscle testing. So just relax, and then what I would like you to do is to say yes, yes, yes out loud, and you'll see. So this is actually not me, this is my body moving by itself. And then if you say no, 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 your body should tilt backwards. No, no, no. You see? So it doesn't really matter which way you're facing, as long as you've got your eyes closed and then you've got your feet hip width apart, then you'll be able to test that. So I'm going to demonstrate. I'm going to say my name is Joanna, see the body of my response of my body, and then my name is John, and see the response of my body. And you can do that yourself as well. So I'm going to do, my name is Joanna. Okay, so you see, my body agrees with that. My name is John. There you go. My body just went backwards, and that just means, no, my name is not John, my name is Joanna. So standing method is the most accurate method. There are other methods of kinesiology, how you can do the muscle testing, but this is the most accurate one. That's why I always recommend this one. So what we're going to do, and if you're watching it live, is that you stand up now, grab yourself some water, and we're going to test some of the limiting beliefs. So just to give you an example of what a limiting belief around food can be, so I come originally from Poland. I was born in 1980s, where it was just the end of the communism, and the sort of the belief, the food was very scarce. The food was actually rationed. I remember seeing my parents bringing little sort of paper slips in order for them to go to the shop and exchange that for food. So for certain people, obviously food was very limited. So coming from that collective consciousness of Poland, in my DNA, in my ancestral line as well, that's where those limiting beliefs about food can be stored. And for example, when we had dinners, it was often said that, make sure that you eat your plate till the very end. Make sure your plate is literally polished. Don't waste any food. So these beliefs that are repeated to us as children, they literally get ingrained in our subconscious mind. And then people move with them in life, and sometimes not even realizing why they are gaining weight, why they're not able to release the weight, why they struggle with weight issues in general, and why, for example, they often find themselves that they crave food like crazy for unknown reasons. And these beliefs that, like I mentioned, can be contributing to you struggling with releasing weight. And you may have noticed I say weight release instead of weight loss. And this is something I've learned many years ago. One of my teachers told me that if you keep on saying losing something, it is very likely that you will find it again. So that's why I say not weight loss, weight release, because we want to release the weight with ease and grace and for it to never ever come back to us again. Okay, if you say weight loss, that weight is eventually going to find you. So just a little nugget for you. So for example, in my parents' DNA and in your parents' DNA, if you're coming sort of from that Eastern European bloc, things like hoarding, war trauma, Second World War, food was almost, it was so limited that people from that era do have those beliefs of famine. Food is limited, so let's just stock up as much as we can. And look what happened as soon as the coronavirus actually happened. People went into fear and then they went crazy. They started bulk buying of the food without even realizing whether they're actually going to eat it. But this is what happens when we know that the food is limited. That's why each time we're about to go on a diet, we just stuff ourselves, because we know that as soon as the diet starts, the food is going to be limited, which is something that I'm actually going to help you change, because this is again a limiting belief. Because diet does not have to limit you. It does not have to mean that you're limited in the foods. This can actually be a wonderful time when you're supplying your food with nourishment, with love, with care, and it doesn't have to mean it's a struggle and that you have to avoid foods. So we'll change that as well. Another limiting belief that is often installed in children, and this is a little message for you parents, which I noticed many times, is that we say, if our kids behave, we're going to give them a treat. Who wasn't told that when they were kids? I was definitely told that. And I remember in Poland we used to have these biscuits called delicie szampańskie, which was like I think they're Jaffa cakes. And so my mum always used to tell me that if you behave, you're going to get a treat. So if you keep on saying that, or if you were told that as a child and you're now telling it to your kids, if you're not going to behave, I'm not going to give you a treat, that often leads in the future to this toxic dependent relationship on sweets, where you growing up as an adult, you're like, okay, well, I've been well, I've behaved well, I've done really well today, I've run 5K, then I deserve a treat. But that is such a disempowering, limiting belief that is going to stop you from achieving those goals. So just be mindful. And another one I actually heard over the last few days is that when parents promise to take their kids to McDonald's as a treat, and McDonald's is something that I stay away from as far as I can. You probably wouldn't believe that I actually have never had a burger from McDonald's. Never ever in my life. To me, that's not food. It is so processed. There are actually pictures on the internet that if you just rest the burger, the fries for years, they will actually remain looking exactly the same if you find it in 20 years. To me, that's absolutely bonkers. That's crazy. But yeah, I wonder if you put in the comments, like I said, I can't see them at the moment, but oh, actually, hold on. I think I may, no, I can't. Let me just see. Unfortunately, no, the Facebook has completely changed that ability. But what beliefs, I wonder, what beliefs were you being told as a child when you were growing up? What beliefs were your parents saying to you? What did you grow up with? So put them in the comments below and I'll come back to them at the beginning or at the end, sorry, of the live. But it's also it's always very curious to hear what we heard as kids that we now are starting to realize how that is impacting our health. Okay, so what we're going to do now is what I demonstrated a few minutes ago, is that muscle testing. So what I want you to do is to have some water before, stand up, and for those of you who are watching live, this will work, as well as for those of you who are watching a replay. You can muscle test yourself watching the video, and also at the very end of the checking the beliefs, I am actually going to do some clearing for you. So we're going to test some of the beliefs that are that your subconscious mind believes to be true for the empowering one. So it will work whether you're watching live, or it will also work whether you're watching as a replay. All right then, so stand up, and what I just muscle test first of all, yes, and then your body should tilt forward, and then no, your body should tilt backwards. Okay, so we're going to start with the first belief. Food is dangerous. So you need to say this belief out loud, and then just see where your body, which way your body tilts, whether it's forwards or backwards, and note that down if it's a positive. So if it tilts yes, that means that your subconscious mind believes for food to be dangerous. So obviously we want to definitely change that for an empowering belief. Okay, the second belief is the food makes me fat. So say it out loud. You don't have to post in the comments below if it's a yes or no. This is where you can, remain confidential, and just note if it was a yes or a no. The third one, I punish myself with food. And I feel like it's a yes for many people, but just see how you react. Okay, the next one, I use sweets as treats. And just see, again, if it's a yes or a no. I'll always be fat. So that's a belief for many dieters out there. They tend to believe that they always have to stay fat. Food makes me fat. Yeah, I feel like that's a yes for many of you as well. It's hard to lose weight. Let me know if that's a yes or a no, or you can just write it down. I must deprive myself to lose weight. So this is what I mentioned earlier on about going on a diet, that we associate diet as deprivation, as lack of food, as lack of nutrients. It doesn't have to be that way. We're going to change that. And the last one, exercise is punishment. This is it's a very common one for people who are like, oh my God, it's so hard. I have to go to the gym 5 times a week, exercise like a lunatic. No, you don't. There are ways that you can increase your metabolism and release weight with ease. Okay, so I wonder how many beliefs you found to be true, and how many you found actually to be the good ones. So what we're going to do now is with the use of your breath, we're actually going to release some of the negative ones. I'm just going to double check if I haven't missed anything. I don't think I have. Yeah, so these are sort of the most, yes, sorry, that one. I need to eat everything off my plate. So this is a collective consciousness belief. So see if that's a yes or a no. For any Eastern European watching, that is probably a yes, because we were told you need to eat everything off our plates. And I even remember staying with my grandmother, who actually used to force me. I wouldn't be allowed to walk away from the table unless my plate was clean, was empty. So this is, this is not a really good way of teaching kids how to have that healthy relationship with food, because from the very early childhood, we are already forced to eat food even when we're not hungry. And it's just the pattern that we then repeat in our later stages. So we definitely want to change that. Okay, how are you guys feeling so far? Post some comments below, and like I said, unfortunately I cannot see them, which is strange, but I will get to them at the end of this live. Okay, how are you finding all this information? I know for some of you, some of the people here on my Facebook page are theta healers or have experienced theta healing already, so they may know what I'm talking about. For some of you, this may be new, so this could be also like, oh my gosh, what on earth is she on about? But I just invite you to stay open and see this information as something that, I always say, if you were in any way interested to watch this live, there's a reason why. So there's a message in here for you that might just help to enlighten you in a very, very small or massive way. So I'll leave that up to the universe to decide, who's guided to watch this live or who's not. I'm happy just to share this message with everyone. Okay, so what I'm going to do, and when I work with theta healing, I basically, as an intuitive healer, I connect to the divine, to creator, the universe, God, however you like it. There's no association with religion at all. But I just ask the creator, which is sort of the ultimate truth, okay, to let go, release any of those negative beliefs and teach your subconscious mind. This is sort of that operating system, the healthy, empowering beliefs that will bring health, happiness, release of the weight with ease and effortlessly and with ease, and to teach you how to use food as nourishment rather than food as punishment, because that's the biggest game changer when you're beginning a healing journey. Okay, so just simply relax. You don't really have to now see which beliefs were negatives, which were positive, but just allow for any downloads that I'm going to be sending to you in a second, what you need to just say yes out loud for each of the beliefs that I'm going to be downloading, because I actually cannot change anything for you. You have to have that conscious decision to allow for the healing to take place, and at the end of the downloads you will also be able to test these beliefs again and see what's changed, what remains the same. And usually if it remains the same, that means there is some more digging that needs to be done, because often beliefs serve you in, even if it's a negative belief, there is a positive anchor that is serving you in this lifetime, in this moment. And just as an example, if you, let me just see as an example, actually, yeah, it's hard to, if you went yes for a belief, it's hard to lose weight, then you'll kind of go through that vicious circle of studying a new diet, giving it a good go for a week, and then starting to drop out, reaching for snacks, and you're like, oh my god, yeah, no, it's just so hard to lose weight. And the way it's benefiting you, often or not, it's that you get to remain where you are, even though if it's uncomfortable, even though you're like, oh, I'm sick because I can't fit into my clothes. However, it is serving you because you might just be comfortable. This is your safe safe environment, your safe zone, your comfort zone. You don't need to do anything new. Everything is, I know everything. I'm comfortable with everything. It is just too much work. So I may just as well remain where I am because it's known, okay? I don't want to kind of go out and expose myself to failures. I don't want to fail again. This is a common one I see with my clients. So there is different reasons why the belief may be serving you. So that's why the digging is often required if those beliefs after these lives still do not shift, okay? So just close your eyes if you're watching this live, and just allow sort of the universal energy to come in. I kind of envision it almost like a white light, white healing light, bathing sort of every single cell of my body. You can see, hear it, feel it, whatever you like. Just trust that it is safe, that you're protected. And there is a really good healing, positive energy coming your way, okay? Okay, so can we teach your subconscious mind how to use food as nourishment rather than punishment? So in order for that belief to come in, you need to say yes out loud. Okay. Can we teach you that it is safe to love yourself, to look after yourself? Remember, just say yes. Can we teach your body how to feel full and signal that fullness to you when you're eating a meal without the need of overeating? Again, just say yes if you would like that belief. Can we teach you that dieting is no longer hard, is no longer a struggle, is no longer a deprivation? And can we actually download a true definition of what diet is? Because diet is actually often, like I said, often seen as a deprivation, but diet is just a healthy lifestyle, okay? It's a certain way of eating. It's a specific lifestyle that you choose to go with. So can we just teach your subconscious mind the real definition of what diet is, that it feels comfortable, that it feels nourishing, it feels like your body is actually thriving on it, and that it's safe to do so. Okay, so if you'd like to receive that, you just need to say yes. Let me see. Would you like to know how to love your body, love yourself, even if you are not the size of how you would like to be? So just teaching your body how to feel comfortable, how to love yourself, regardless of what size you are, regardless of where you are on your healing journey, and just accept yourself with love and care wherever you are, and know that it's all working for your best and highest. So just say yes if you would like that. I had a really good one because I wrote it down earlier on. Okay, yes, so would you like to know the difference between emotional craving and the real craving, and being able to immediately recognize the difference, how it feels, and what you need to reach out for in the best and highest way? So many people confuse the emotional cravings with the actual real hunger, and like I said, there's a little gift for you at the end, so you make sure that you are watching this till the end. And can we also show you what it feels like and what it looks like to nourish your body in the best and highest way for you? So this is understanding the difference, what works for you, which actually I'm getting a second download. Would you like to know what it feels like to trust your intuition fully, to trust your body, how it feels, how it digests, the symptoms that you're feeling, in order to then be able to really see which diet is suitable for you? I often get, before I say more, if you would like that belief, just simply say yes. Okay, that's gonna go in. And connecting to your intuition is a big, big, big topic in my coaching program, because I often get asked, Joe, which diet is the best? Is it the keto? Is it the intermittent fasting? Is it the paleo diet? Is it the vegan diet? Is it blah, 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 okay? I believe that we individually are designed to enjoy a specific diet. I'm not in a position to say that everybody now needs to be on vegan diet, everybody needs to be on ketogenic diet, or everybody needs to do an intermittent fasting, simply because not everyone is okay to do keto. Not everybody's body is designed to go with raw food diet. Not everybody will thrive on a vegan diet. So teaching your body how to intuitively recognize what works for you and what doesn't is probably the biggest gift, is definitely the biggest gift that I can share with you, and teach you how to, once you eat the food, once your body starts digesting it, to immediately connect and pick up, okay, I feel like this is not really serving my energies. I feel really sluggish. Okay, this is fine. I'm not getting bloated. So I really teach you how to tune into your body, how to tune in with food intuitively as well, to recognize what works for you best. Okay, it's not just a simple case of, okay, I'm gonna do the keto, I'm gonna do the vegan diet, or whatever it is out there in the media. And I get scared, I get appalled by what I see on the internet, in terms of the information available out there, and all the social media influencers selling these stupid supplements or silly diets that are all about deprivation. They're not about nourishment, they're not about self-love. And there's more and more people struggling with self-acceptance and getting amazing results in terms of boosting health and releasing weight in a healthy way. So this is, I think, that last belief, knowing what it looks like to nourish your body in the best and highest way, recognizing your intuition, listening to your intuition, is that basic belief that you really, really, really need to have in order to move forward. Okay, so let's now quickly, I'm going to have a little sip of water. Why don't you just quickly test the beliefs that we did before, and see which ones were a no, if they have changed for a yes. And let me know in the comments below which ones shifted, which ones do remain still the same, and because perhaps you do need to do a little bit more digging. Okay, how are you guys getting on? Just let me know in the comments. I'm gonna have a little sip of water. So yeah, this is the first video of the 3. Tomorrow I'm going to be talking about we're going to be talking about how different skin and gut health issues, so we're going to go into specifics, how they are linked to specific suppressed emotions. So this is going to be a big one. This is where we're going to be going deep into particular emotions that are stuck in the body that might be causing acne, eczema, rosacea, SIBO, candida. We're going to go into bloating as well. So it's this is my favorite subject. Okay, so like I said, I'm so sorry guys, I can't see the comments, but I will get to them at the very end of the live. But let me know how you found it. Was it something new? Was it something that you've never heard before? Or was it like, this is an interesting point of looking at my my relationship with food, and seeing food more as nourishment rather than the enemy, because there are amazing ways how you can transform that much quicker than having to write affirmations, for hours and hours and hours, or subconscious sublingual, no, it's not sublingual, subliminal, sorry, messages, having to listen to the audios. Theta healing is such a transformative and quick and effective tool. That's why I use it in my coaching services, and clients literally go in transformations like this, because the minute we find that limiting belief and we understand how how it serves you, then that transformation can happen so quickly. So let me know how it was in the comments below. I am so looking forward to reading all your comments, guys. But like I said, at the very end, which is I'm gonna wrap up very soon, I've got a very special gift for all of you. It is a free ebook on how to master your food cravings. So if you've watched this live since the very beginning, I did mention that particular cravings are linked, particular food cravings, so whether you're craving sweet, whether you're craving salty, whether it is bread, chocolate, or something else, is often linked to a specific emotion. So just to give you an example, if you are craving chocolate and you find yourself reaching out for chocolate when you're sad, when you're lonely, it's because you're kind of lacking a little bit of love. So that chocolate is the food that's going to get you happy. That's sort of a way of giving yourself some love, because there's nobody else to give it to you, and you're not giving it to yourself. So there's always an external food that you will be reaching. Same with dairy. Dairy is, if we think sort of where the first milk came from, is from mum's breast. If you were breastfed or you were bottle fed, milk was that sort of that time when we were connecting to our mothers. So generally when we crave cheese, yogurts, anything sort of dairy based, is we crave connection, we crave the love, we crave relationships. We are lacking sort of that connection with ourselves as well. So in this ebook, and I've put the link above the video, actually, you can download this free ebook. All you just have to do is to go to my website page, which I have put above, click on the link and just claim the free ebook. It's amazing. Like I've been getting such an amazing feedback about it, and it's already helped so many people. Just realizing, if you're coming back from work and you're stressed and you're like, oh, I fancy a pack of crisps, rather than just going mindlessly and buying that pack of crisps, ask yourself, hold on a second, why am I even craving those crisps? Because that simple question may actually help you to stop you from reaching out from that bag of crisps and then feeling guilty once you have eaten that, to catch yourself soon enough to stop reaching out for those bad foods, because these foods definitely do not serve your health and do not serve your healing journey. So go ahead, click on the link above. It's a free gift. It's a beautiful ebook that I've created called Master Your Food Cravings. It's a step-by-step guide how to overcome your food cravings, what they mean, and the steps that you can take in order to catch yourself quickly enough in order to win over those cravings. So if you like this video, please leave me a like, please leave a comment, let me know how you found it, if there's anything else that you would like me to go over in more details on another Facebook Live. And also, if you feel like there's someone that could benefit from this information, then share this video with them. It will be so amazing to spread this message to more and more people. But for now, I wish you a beautiful evening, and I'll see you tomorrow at the same time, which is going to be 8 o'clock British summer time. So if you're watching from abroad, I am joining the same time on this page, and I will see you very soon. I'm so excited because tomorrow is going to be even more amazing topic. Okay, we're going to do more belief digging, more changes as well, and it's going to be super exciting. So have a good evening. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.